Right now, a local group of doulas continue their push for better birthing conditions for black women in the community. And Governor Evers asks President Trump to reconsider his upcoming visit to Kenosha in the wake of the shooting of Jacob Blake.
This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 10. I'm Amanda Quintana. A Madison-based community care program says it's looking to expand while at the same time close gaps that black families face when it comes to health care inequalities. Adam Duxter spoke to two Harambe Village executives and joins us now with why they're asking for support tonight.
Well, Amanda, according to the CDC, Wisconsin has the largest disparities in the nation for black infant mortality. I first met the two women you're about to see earlier this summer as they began their journey for change. They say now with the help of the community, they're ready to make real change.
Justice, no peace.
In early June, hundreds joined as the Harambe Village visited two local hospitals to raise awareness about racial disparities linked to childbirth and perinatal care. Harambe Village co-founder Tia Murray says it's an issue that's not going away.
We are situated in a country where it's the least safest place for any woman to give birth. So we all need to think about what that means and to think about what could it look like to reimagine a healthcare system or perinatal health.
Since the mid-2010s, Harambe Village has worked to replicate the success of the South Madison Health and Family Center, which before its closing helped create the deepest decline ever seen in black infant mortality rates in Dane County. But the one thing the current group says it's been missing is a permanent home.
You know, land acquisition really is going to help us remain sustainable, right? And really let the community own this work.
On Friday, Harambe Village launched a fundraising campaign with the goal of raising $100,000. That not only let them buy this space near the Dane County Airport, but also move them towards building a freestanding birth center, which their executive director says would allow them to expand upon services they're able to offer families.
We are not just stopping with our doula work. We're expanding to even greater work with a freestanding birth center, as well as launching our training facility for more doulas.
Both women say coronavirus has increased the urgency for this mission, but are hopeful others will see the need for community health and contribute towards their goal.
Ultimately, this is an investment in the community. When we invest in the health of babies and in the health of women and families, what we see ultimately is better community health, better population health.
And already in 48 hours, Harambe Village has raised more than $5,000. You can find a direct link on how to give, as well as more information about the group, their history, and their mission on our website, channel3000.com.
Thank you, Adam. Let's go get a look at your firstborn weather with meteorologist Dana Fulton. We're looking at a few rain chances this week.
We will see some showers pass through, plenty of dry time as well. We'll get the sun back in here. Now for tomorrow morning, partly sunny, but we're watching this rain line through Minnesota, parts of the Dakotas down into the edge of Nebraska right now where there is a severe thunderstorm watch. That line is going to continue to move east and move over us as a cold front as we look ahead to Monday afternoon. Right now, though, Doppler track is quiet and it's going to stay quiet overnight, so temperatures will drop to the mid-50s for overnight lows. Not quite as cool outside, but still a cool start to the day for Monday. Again, plenty of sunshine this week, but it is going to come along with a few shower chances. High temperatures will be in the 70s with lows in the 50s, so a little bit below average for our temperatures this week. Plenty of sun expected towards the end of the week, and as we look ahead to Labor Day weekend, the cool trend is really going to kick off into the following week. We'll take a closer look at your full 10 day in just a few minutes. Amanda?
Thank you, Dana. Continuing coverage out of Kenosha tonight as Governor Tony Evers has asked President Trump to reconsider his upcoming visit. In a letter to the president released by Evers' office this afternoon, Evers said the job of elected officials is to, quote, lead by example and be a calming presence, and that it's not the time for elected officials to ignore armed militants and out-of-state instigators who want to contribute to our anguish. He finished the letter by saying, quote, I urge you to revisit your decision to visit Kenosha on Tuesday. Thank you for your time and your consideration of the request. Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes told CNN this morning Trump and his presence would not be helpful amid ongoing protests.
You look at the incendiary remarks that the president has made. They centered an entire convention around creating more animosity and creating more division around what's going on in Kenosha. So I don't know how, given any of the previous statements that the president made, that he intends to come here to be helpful. And we absolutely don't need that right now.
On NPR this morning, Kenosha's mayor also expressed concern about Trump's visit to the city, which is scheduled for Tuesday. The Democrat said he does not want President Trump to visit at this point in time. Former Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker says he hopes the president still comes to Kenosha this week. In a tweet, the Republican said, "There is no doubt President Trump helped stop the chaos in Kenosha. I'm happy he's coming on Tuesday. He can help rebuild this great city and make it even better for everyone." The Wisconsin State Senate will hold a special session tomorrow in the wake of the shooting of Jacob Blake, but the chamber says it will not debate anything immediately. The session was called by Governor Evers for senators to address a package of police reform measures. Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald says the legislature will work through, quote, dozens of proposals in the coming months. Meanwhile, a protest in Portland, Oregon turned violent last night. A man said to be associated with a right-wing group was shot and killed. The violence broke out the same night a caravan of President Trump supporters drove through the city's downtown, the site of nightly protests in the wake of George Floyd's death. CBS News' Tom Hansen has more.
After 3 months of protests, gunfire rang out Saturday night on the streets of Portland, leaving one man dead. Reports say the man was shot in the chest and that he was affiliated with the group Patriot Prayer, a right-wing political organization. It wasn't clear if the shooting was in connection with clashes between protesters and supporters of President Trump, who drove a caravan through the city that evening.
This is an active investigation, and our detectives are gathering information to determine what happened and what led up to this death.
At the end of the day, there was no resolve and no mediation, and here we are, and now there's a dead body on the ground.
President Trump shared video on Twitter Sunday of the caravan heading to Portland and wrote, "Great Patriots."
He has an opportunity to uplift us and bring us together and help us move through this difficult situation in our nation's history, and instead, he chooses to play petty politics and divide us.
On CBS's Face the Nation, acting Homeland Security Secretary Chad Wolf was asked if the Trump administration will ask everyone, including Trump supporters, to pull back.
We've been asking the governor and others to send in the National Guard to address the violence so that you don't have dueling demonstrations.
Authorities have released few details about the shooting, though they say they are aware of videos apparently showing it. Protests, sometimes violent, have been held nightly in Oregon's largest city since the Minneapolis police killing of George Floyd in late May. Tom Hansen, CBS News.
The victim's identity hasn't been released yet, and police are still looking for a suspect. Tonight, Joe Biden is condemning the Portland protests, calling the deadly violence unacceptable. He called on President Trump to do the same. This is Biden's campaign manager tells Fox News that President Trump is inciting violence.
He has encouraged his supporters to go out, to be aggressive. You were just discussing with Laura Trump, Kellyanne Conway said it unapologetically. It is better for this president if there is more anarchy, more violence, more chaos. He has at every opportunity tried to fan the flames here, and that is the reason we are living in Donald Trump's America.
Biden is expected to speak in Pennsylvania tomorrow night, reportedly to give remarks focused on how President Trump has made America less safe. At least 5 police officers are injured after a protest at Black Lives Matter Plaza in Washington, D.C. last night. Police say groups set fires, lit fireworks, and threw smoke grenades and bricks at officers. The department says officers responded with sting balls and tear gas. A prominent Madison protester who News 3 Now has spoken with before says she spent her weekend in D.C. at the March on Washington and working with youth protesters. She says she feared for her life during last night's incidents.
I left there traumatized. I left there understanding why we're out here fighting for what we're fighting for. We're out here fighting for equality and equal justice for people of color.
This afternoon, D.C. police issued a statement saying individuals were damaging property and injuring officers, while video from journalists at the scene shows officers pulling people out of a van with Black Lives Matter signage and breaking the van's windows right before police in riot gear told protesters to move back. President Trump tweeted at D.C.'s mayor this morning saying she needs to arrest the protesters, who he calls, quote, agitators and thugs. More local news now. An 18-year-old man is in the hospital with life-threatening injuries after an early morning shooting in Fitchburg. Police say they responded to the 6,000 block of Viroqua Drive shortly before 5 o'clock. They say several people were in an apartment when multiple rounds came through a window, hitting the teen. They believe the shots were fired by someone who walked up to the apartment and that the shooting was likely targeted. Coming up on News 3 Now at 10, Dana has a look at your first warn forecast, plus how some State Street restaurants plan on making it through the winter. Plus, one airline is getting rid of some fees forever. The details you need to know after the break.
It's the Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Firm for only $189.99, plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. The Labor Day sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Dear Summer, how do I make the most of you? Do I kick back and relax? Or climb new mountains? I could go and get dirty. Or switch into new lanes. One thing's for sure, it's gonna be great. Can't wait. Toyota.
Right now, you can get $1,500 customer cash on a new 2020 Highlander or Highlander Hybrid. Toyota.
When you put money in a big bank, there it goes. But when you keep your money at Associated Bank, it gets invested close to home. It might become this family's renovation or help this little one's college fund. It could build local business or your favorite neighborhood spot. Because when you bank with Associated Bank, your money works in your community. All you have to do is make a simple choice. Send your money there or keep it here. Associated Bank. Your money works here.
I'm here. Auntie's here. Hey, Mom and Dad here. Shall we begin?
Together, nothing can keep us apart. That's why U.S. Cellular is building powerful 5G coverage that works inside and out. Switch to the network ranked #1 in network quality by J.D. Power. U.S. Cellular. Upgrade to Fair.
It's the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Time's running out to buy America's best-selling brand with our best deals of the summer, like 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup, plus the Ford Promise. But hurry while selection is best. The Ford Summer Sales Event ends September 7th. Hurry in to get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus the peace of mind of the Ford Promise. See your local Ford dealer today.
It's the Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Firm for only $189.99, plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. The Labor Day sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Monday morning, we're talking about the medical checkups you might be skipping because of the pandemic.
Yeah, we'll take a look at how that might be impacting folks' health, and we'll break down which appointments you should be keeping. We'll see you bright and early Monday morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
More than 25 million people have now been infected with COVID-19 worldwide. That's according to data released by Johns Hopkins University today. The U.S. has the highest total number of cases with nearly 6 million. More than 842,000 people have died since cases were first reported in China last December. Wisconsin also surpassing a grim milestone today, 75,000 all-time cases of coronavirus. According to combined data from DHS and county dashboards, there are 495 new cases over the past 24 hours. 10.5% of tests over the past day have come back positive, but the state's 7-day average over the past 2 weeks remains at about 8%. 3 more people have died from complications of the virus, while about 7,500 of the infections remain active. Governor Evers says flags will fly at half-staff tomorrow in honor of the Dane County Sheriff's deputy who died from complications of COVID-19. Deputy Rick Treadwell died on August 22nd after contracting the virus in the line of duty. In a statement, Evers shared his condolences with Treadwell's family and the Dane County community. Activity in downtown Madison usually thrives in the summer months, giving business owners the opportunity to save for the slower months ahead. But as Gabriella Becerra shares, the coronavirus pandemic, as well as protests and violence in the area, have taken away that advantage, leaving State Street businesses to figure out how to survive this winter.
Business owners on State Street say that the money earned right now at the peak of their season is typically put away to pay for rent in the winter months. But with mandates keeping operations at limited capacity, that summer income is hard to save. News 3 Now first talked to Tutto Pasta back in March when they switched to takeout and delivery only.
The more takeouts we can do, the more people we be able to get to work.
And again, when customers were allowed to dine in.
For right now, we're still seating every other table to maintain the 6 feet of social distancing.
And now today,
there's still losses, I can tell you that.
Owner Joseph Perkins says business is increasing, but not anywhere near what it used to be.
At this point, we're about 45% of normal.
Just like other businesses along State Street, Tutto Pasta is preparing for the months ahead.
You're planning it like we're going to be slow. You know, you plan for the worst and hope for the best.
And Perkins says it's the unknown that is hurting himself and his neighbors.
We always try to help each other, and that's how we're going to get through this, is being together, not just as business owners, but as the community as a whole.
Perkins says he's confident that his restaurant will see the other side of the pandemic.
You either survive or you don't, and Tutto's not going anywhere. We're going to be here.
Perkins says everything about the last 6 months has been an adjustment, and they'll just keep adjusting until they make it through. I'm Gabriella Becerra, News 3 Now.
Other restaurants near State Street are facing similar problems. Short Stack Eatery created a GoFundMe page to pay rent during the winter months, and they hit their goal in just 2 days. New information tonight, United Airlines is eliminating some of its change fees permanently. The new policy will apply to domestic ticket holders in economy and premium cabins. Starting in January, you'll be able to fly same-day standby or change flights for free. United is extending its waiver for tickets issued before then, allowing travelers to change flights as many times as they want with no penalty. Parts of Louisiana might not have power for weeks after Hurricane Laura ravaged some of the power grid. 360,000 customers are still in the dark 3 days after the hurricane hit on Thursday. Health officials say at least 14 people are dead, at least 7 of them due to carbon monoxide poisoning from the use of generators. More than 29,000 workers from 29 states are now working in the region to help restore power to those affected. Let's get a look at your first warn weather with Dana Fulton. That'll take a while to clean up.
It really is going to take them quite a bit of time. A lot of damage from wind and from the water rushing through. For us, we're looking at our next rain chance starting to build in tomorrow. High pressure today kept things pretty quiet throughout the Midwest. We have our breeze now coming from the southeast, so we'll see a little bit of a warmer overnight, though it should be pretty clear outside. This rain chance right now is just in front of a cold front going through the Dakotas and Minnesota today. That's going to continue to build east and pass right on over us as we look ahead to tomorrow afternoon and evening. Now overnight, we're expecting our temperatures to drop to the mid to upper 50s. For Monday, plan on a partly sunny start to the day. Those shower chances start to develop along the western edge of the state by late morning. That cold front passes through and will bring the chance for showers and thunderstorms through the mid-afternoon and early evening. Once that line clears through, though, in the middle of the evening, we'll see a dry trend overnight. It's not going to be a slow-moving or lingering event. It clears out overnight. We get a clearing sky, and by early Tuesday morning, those temperatures will drop yet again back down to the 50s. So another cool start to the day on Tuesday. Partly sunny skies for Tuesday. A little more cloud coverage in the afternoon, and we have the slight chance for an isolated shower in the late afternoon and evening. High temperatures will be in the mid-70s. Still comfortable outside, but a little bit below average for the next few days. Rainfall totals will likely stay under 1/4 of an inch, 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch for most of the area. As some of those storms start to trail each other or bring some quick heavy rainfall, we could see some areas get closer to 1/2 of an inch. But as you can see, this isn't going to be a big rainmaker passing through, just some lighter showers expected. Those stronger thunderstorms are going to stay well to the south. Not really seeing much of a severe threat for us tomorrow, just the line passing through. You might have the umbrella on hand if you're trying to be out and about in the afternoon and evening. Now, our rain trend as we look 6 to 10 days out likely will be going above average with our precipitation. And that's due to pretty steady on and off rain chances where we have sun for a few days and then a chance for showers and then back to the sun trend. Our temperature trend, though, quite likely will be going below average. And as we look ahead at the end of that 10-day outlook, once we get through the Labor Day weekend, temperatures are going to drop quite a bit for our afternoon highs. It'll get a little cooler outside. We're looking at highs tomorrow in the mid to upper 70s. Again, partly sunny skies with the chance for showers and thunderstorms developing in the afternoon and evening as that cold front passes through. Chance for showers on Monday, but a slight chance on Tuesday. Partly sunny skies throughout the week. Another slight chance for showers on Thursday and for your Labor Day holiday weekend. Mostly sunny on Saturday with a chance for showers and thunderstorms on Sunday. A slight chance on Labor Day. And notice behind that rain chance, temperatures heading into the following week will be in the mid to upper 60s for afternoon highs with overnight lows staying in the 50s. So we're heading into September in a comfortable spot in the 70s, but the trend is moving down a little bit.
Yeah, the 70s have felt good the last few days. It's
It really
not
has.
sticky.
And our dew points in the 40s, that's the other thing. When it feels that comfortable outside, it's really nice.
That'll feel good. Thank you so much, Dana. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 10. The Packers are 2 weeks away from kickoff. Here an update from head coach Matt LaFleur next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Wild Easttown Honda has clearance savings on over 400 new Hondas. Get 0% financing for up to 60 months on your favorite new Hondas at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV. Well, I get tons of HD. Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals. I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
At Grand Appliance and TV, you always get the best products at the lowest price around. Choose from popular brands like Frigidaire, GE, LG, KitchenAid, and Samsung. Or indulge your inner chef with our premium brands like Genair, Miele, Thermador, Wolf, and Sub-Zero. Whatever your style or budget, Grand has something for you. Stop in your local Grand showroom or shop us online at grandappliance.com. Grand Appliance and TV. You make it home, we make it grand.
Lately, we've found new ways to support and care for each other. And while every gesture counts, so too does every dollar. That's why American Family Insurance is returning $425 million to our customers. This includes a 10% savings for all current and new auto customers for the rest of the year. We hope this does your world some good and reminds you that supporting your dreams means the world to us. Contact your agent or go to amfam.com to learn about more ways to save.
Home is dancing because no one's watching. Home is a reason to disturb the peace. Home is laughter. Home is where heads come to rest. A place to let go and a place to find again. At Stanley Steamer, we love home, and we know that a clean home is a healthy home. We're ready when you are.
Wild Easttown Honda has clearance savings on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
The Packers open the 2020 regular season 2 weeks from today in Minneapolis against the Vikings, but with no preseason games to get ready, head coach Matt LaFleur is having his team scrimmage. The Packers held their 4th scrimmage-like practice inside Lambeau Field today. He says the team ran about 100 plays, and the starting units got 51 of them. So how do you feel it went?
From an offensive perspective, it sure seemed like that the operation was smooth. I thought we were able to move the ball. Didn't get a lot of chunk plays, which is great from a defensive perspective. I thought defensively, I thought our pass rush showed up. I think there were a couple plays in there that definitely could have been ruled a sack if we would have been going live where guys pulled off. So, I think there was, good on both sides of the ball.
Defensive end Tyler Lancaster also stepped in front of the media today, but he wasn't talking about football. During the offseason, Lancaster lives in suburban Chicago, and he says he was struggling this summer when he was seeing riots in the city. That's when he said he teamed up with a group of former athletes to give back to his neighborhood.
We had this idea to buy out a liquor store and tear it down and turn it into a little market that the kids in the area can work at. And sort of, I was like blown away. I was like, would I like to be a part of that? Absolutely. There's a lot of issues in the world, but can we be a light, And so I cried a little bit, I felt so blessed to be a part of it. But you could see online, I think it was like 10 weeks or something. We bought the place, we tore it down, and now they're in the process of building it back up. And I felt blessed to be a part of that, but I feel like we need more of that in the world.
Lancaster isn't the only Packer trying to give back right now. In a video posted on the team's website yesterday, team president and CEO Mark Murphy said the Johnsonville Tailgate Village outside of Lambeau Field will be a polling station during this November's elections. If the season ended today, the Brewers would make the playoffs. They currently sit in 2nd place in the NL Central with 4 weeks to go. The top 2 teams from each division will qualify for the postseason this year. The Crew's trying to create some space today, going for the sweep against Pittsburgh, but they just couldn't complete it. They fall to the Pirates 5-1. Christian Yelich's average dipped below 200 again this afternoon. He went 0 for 4 with a walk. The Brewers will be back in action on Tuesday night against the Tigers in Detroit. The Bucks return to the court tomorrow to open their Eastern Conference semifinal series against the Heat. Miami swept the Pacers in the first round, while it took Milwaukee 5 games to move past Orlando. It's the first time the Bucks have advanced to the conference semifinals in consecutive years since 1986. Tip-off for Game 1 is set for 5:30 local time on TNT. We'll be right back with one last look at weather.
Find your keys. Find your get up and go. Find pants that aren't sweats. Find your friends. Find your sense of wonder. Find the world is new again. At Chevy, we'd like to take you there. Now during the Chevy Open Road Sales Event, get up to 15% of MSRP cash back on select 2020 models. That's over $5,700 cash back on this Equinox. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Attention, have you or a loved one suffered from maculopathy, a serious retinal injury, after taking the prescription drug Elmiron for interstitial cystitis or bladder pain syndrome? In 2018, a researcher at the Emory School of Medicine linked Elmiron, a prescription drug that treats interstitial cystitis or bladder pain syndrome, to maculopathy, which is sight-threatening and can cause an abrupt change of vision. Call Elmiron Justice for a free legal consultation.
Please call 800-395-6755.
Nice sleep center, Bob. But what is a Bobopedic?
I could tell you, but I'd rather show you.
Oh, Bob's got a feel for your budget.
They deliver right to your door. With 30 years of sleep experience, the best warranty, and so much more. Bob's Bobopedic, from your head down to your feet, it feels like no mattress you felt before.
Wow!
Uh-oh.
Bob's Bobopedic.
Great day on the lake.
It is.
Lunch is cooking. And I saved a bunch of money on my boat insurance with Geico.
Are you?
Fellas,
Can it get any better than this? Whoa. My old hairstyle grew back. So did mine.
What? I was an 80s kid.
It only gets better when you switch and save with Geico.
It's the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Time's running out to buy America's best-selling brand with our best deals of the summer. Get great offers across the Ford lineup. Shop online or in person. But hurry while selection is best. The Ford Summer Sales Event ends September 7th. Choose Flex Buy and get Fusion with 0% financing for 66 months plus $3,000 bonus cash, or lease one for just $199.
Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
So these cooler temperatures are sticking around and a little rain.
We're going to see some rain coming through over the next few days, but it is going to come along with some sunshine. Tomorrow, partly sunny. The chance for showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon as a cold front passes through. It'll be a quick line of rain. We'll be back to partly sunny skies for Tuesday with a slight chance of showers. Partly sunny on Wednesday. High temperatures in the upper 70s. That's our warm day for the week. A slight chance for showers on Thursday with mostly sunny skies Friday and Saturday. As we look ahead to the 3-day weekend, mid-70s Saturday and Sunday. A chance for showers and thunderstorms on Sunday. And for Labor Day Monday, there will be a slight chance for showers and storms with high temperatures in the upper 60s. We'll stay in the upper 60s as we look ahead to the following week, starting to march into September.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.